Hi again, thanks for being here and for your company. So, we're moving on from speaking about fools for the last 6 days on to perhaps a bit of a stranger word that it crops up in the next 3 or 4 verses. It's the word sluggard. Sluggard, somebody who's lazy, basically, somebody who's idle, which is or may be a sign of foolishness, but our idleness and laziness can come from other reasons as well. I'm going to sort of look at 4 verses, all of which focus on the silly habits of a sluggard. Verse 13 of Proverbs 26 says this: "A sluggard says, 'There's a lion in the road, a fierce lion roaming the streets.' As a door turns on its hinges, so a sluggard turns on his bed. A sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He is too lazy to bring it to his mouth. A sluggard is wiser in his own eyes than 7 people who answer discreetly." Not quite sure about the first of that, the lion roaming in the streets. I guess what it's saying is there's an excuse. I don't need to go out. I'm going to stay in my bed because there's a lion roaming in the streets and I'll be eaten alive. So I'm much safer just pulling up the duvet and staying in the comfort of my bed and not going to work. That's the image of a sluggard that Solomon wants us to understand in the Proverbs. And as a door turns on its hinges, so a sluggard just, turns over. The alarm clock's gone, it's time to get up. He knows his work to be done, but no, I'm just going to go back, swing backwards and forwards just as the door does, and sleep on that side and then roll over and sleep on the other side rather than working. And so it goes on. The whole imagery is about laziness, is about staying in your bed and not working for your own good and for the good of community and of others. The wise way, Solomon's way, God's way, is for us all to contribute wisely to our own well-being and to the well-being of society. And that means that we all need to pull our weight in terms of doing work. Work was a gift from God before the fall. Now, often, some of us at least think of work as a bit of a curse, something that must be a punishment because actually we don't enjoy our work. But if you look right back at the beginnings of Scripture, you'll see that Adam was given work to do as part of the blessing of God in living in the Garden of Eden, this place of perfection. So work is a good gift. Now, that's not to say that we all enjoy our work, and if you don't, then maybe prayerfully you need to be thinking about different work that you might be doing that brings more satisfaction and more enjoyment to you. But the basic principle remains the same, that we're not to be sluggards, we're not to be lazy, we're not to try and shirk our work responsibilities by just rolling over and pulling the duvet up over our heads. We have work to do, we have a task to do, and we have a whole society to contribute to, not least our own health and well-being. Let me pray. Father, thank you for your love, your goodness, your blessing, and thank you for the opportunities we have to enjoy those things, not least in the work that we do for you. Amen. Oh, excuse me. Bless you. Bless you. Take good care and see you soon. Bye.